Hello and welcome to the Break Run Bar. This is part 2 of episode 4, and I'm joined still with Tyler and my squirrel from the world, Carl.
Bon Jovi.
Hello. Again.
Okay. It's another week, a new week, shall we say. So how's everyone got on this week? All good?
Yeah, I'd say so. I just take each day as it comes.
Carl
Step
looks
by
like he's
step.
just been like, yeah, been to work, nothing new, nothing new here.
I don't think there is nothing new though, is there, during the lockdown? It's just like same old every day.
Well, like I'm working from home as well, so where I'm sat right now is the exact same place I sit for work. So I was working today.
Yeah.
From 9:30 till 5:30. I've had an hour's break, and I'm sat here chatting to you two. Spent all day. Spent all day in this frigging chair.
Well, better way to spend an evening though, having a few drinks and having a laugh and chatting shit about theme parks and roller coasters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts of the weekend and then a derby.
So, good housekeeping. I like doing this now every week. I find it quite fun. Any new business or any new news everyone should know about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go on, Carl.
So, anyone watching this, if you don't follow me, go on Twitter, follow me at CurrylandTV. I've just posted my first musical video that I've done for a very long time. It's a guitar version of Michael Jackson 30 Diana. I've just put it out.
It's really good.
Go and have a look and follow me for other random shit that I do.
Yeah, me and Tyler just listened to it. It's very good.
It is.
He does requests, especially Spice Girls.
No, what, funny you should say that. I actually did a Britney Spears one ages ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I did Baby One More Time.
Oh my
god! Now that I've got like proper recording equipment to do it, because that was just filmed on my phone, playing straight into the room.
Yeah.
Now that I've got stuff that I can record into the computer and mix and stuff like that, I might actually redo that one. And have like that little bit extra bit of quality to it. So that might be a sequel to come.
That'll be cool.
Can we have 2 become 1, please?
Or 3 become 1, like on this.
Oh, you need to go to Amsterdam for that kind of thing?
Oh no, sorry. I would like to change my suggestion to "You'll never walk alone," please.
Oh no. Definitely not.
I would rather chop me knackers off than to even utter those words.
I would rather rip off nipple tape, like just lash it off, than to listen to that, because that's painful when you just rip off nipple tape.
I haven't had the experience of that.
No, she's talking to the girls now, isn't she?
They're like what you put on, right? You know, like when you're wearing see-through tops.
No.
And like I say see-through, but the material's really, really thin, like lace, for example. And then you whack it on, and it covers it up so you can't see it. It's a miracle, but just don't rip it off like a band-aid because it hurts.
But we don't know none of that. We don't wear none of this.
Oh, it's painful. Be glad that you don't.
I feel like we just learned something.
I think we did a school day.
I might put some on just to find out what happens.
No, don't.
Does your Mrs. Van have any?
You literally rip off this layer of your friggin' skin on your tit. It kills.
God. Ouch.
It's horrible.
I gotta have a big shout out to Nick Hudson and the theme park fan musical. I entered the competition and I was lucky enough to be one of the 25, I believe, to win the poster. Very lucky, and thank you very much. It's there in the background. It might get hung, depending how the setup goes and how long I stay in this flat for. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Thank you very much.
Nice.
It is very nice.
You sent me a picture of it on Twitter, and I said to you, it looks bigger, like on the picture. But
you had to change your wording there, didn't you?
Yeah. It looks nice. Have you ever seen those command hooks or the command strips?
Well, the ones where you just tear off and they go up.
Yeah, and you just honestly, they're a lifesaver.
3 of them.
Honestly, they're amazing.
The another thing I must say is I have actually changed my Twitter name, so I'm quite happy with that. I worked it
Hey.
out after looking for about an hour because I'm that useless with technology sometimes. So now it's at Maverick Deck. So anyone want to hit that up? Feel free to. Uh, so yeah, so let's have a look. So let's have a think. What has happened today in the theme park? Oh, this week, sorry, in the theme park community. Well, Croc
Drop
Drop.
Tower. Yeah, I was
Croc
going to say
Drop.
that.
Did you just say cock drop?
No.
No,
That
I
doesn't sound like
said
a
a
good
drop
one.
tower. I said a new drop tower.
You dropped
No, no.
a Croc Drop.
I know Tyler said drop towel, but it sounded like Becca shouted cock drop.
No, it's Croc Drop.
Croc drop.
Oh, the Chessington thing.
The Chessington,
Yeah.
yes.
Right, okay. Because for a second there, I thought you were revealing like your innermost fantasies, and I'm like, this ain't the time nor the place.
No, you just saying cock drop reminds me of 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
Yes.
I'll cock drop you right there.
Do you know what? I was actually watching that episode today.
I've been rewatching the whole series as well.
I feel like I'm just completely out of this conversation because I've never watched it at all.
Oh, BBC iPlayer, watch it. It's brilliant.
What's it called?
2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
Is it like anything like the In-Betweeners? Because it is. I absolutely love the In-Betweeners.
Not quite.
Oh, is it not?
Similar sort of humour,
Yeah.
but not quite like that. This is about like older people.
Ah, right.
Like council
say all
houses and like no
Yeah.
jobs or got a job, and it's all like, I think it's dirtier than In-Betweeners.
Then the In-Betweeners. Watch with caution then.
No, it's funny. It really
Yeah.
is. Oh, and
I
shout out to Will Miller and Ralph Little, who also have a podcast, 2 Points with Will and Ralph. Hilariously funny.
Oh, I didn't even know they had one. I'll give that a watch. Well,
Yeah, it's really funny. They talk about what happened before, how they got it together, and how they made it out after. Really, what happened after? They tried to get a remake, but what happened was, what was it? Will couldn't, or the writer Susan Nixon couldn't respond to a couple people. Didn't get the actors to respond to him. So Will and Ralph were in for it, but then the two of them didn't reply to him. But
You learn something new every day.
but Croc drop instead of cock drop.
Yeah.
I see difference between the advert and the actual thing. Have you noticed that? From what they were showing online on BBC, the actual drop tower is different. Have you
Is
noticed?
it? No, I didn't.
The only minimalistic difference.
Yeah.
They've put separators
Ah.
after every chair to
Ah.
stop the COVID spreading, I would presume.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was going to say, is that because of like coronavirus and all that?
Yeah. So I feel that's quite interesting they've done that, and I think it's quite funny.
Yeah, because I mean, have we even got some like sort of inkling as to when theme parks are going to be open again?
No. Analysing what they're saying in government and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're saying lockdown is likely to be lifted in early March.
Yeah.
However, it's still not going to affect many things. It's only really the kids going back and stuff like that. So they're going to do it, but they're going to do it slowly. So personally, I think we're probably going to be looking at mid to late April.
I'm so like, I have my fingers crossed and hoping that it is like mid-April, because that's bang on when I'm going to Towers. It's 15th of April.
Another thing I've heard, and it was from I believe The Sun. So I shouldn't really be watching it because I'm a Liverpool fan. Shouldn't really be reading.
Yes, do not go reading that.
Well, I only flick it up on my YouTube, so I was like listening to it.
Yeah.
They reckon it was March schools, April non-essential shops, May like gyms, maybe stuff like that, and June, July pretty much is going to be theme parks and the industry like that. So trying to do a staggered opening.
I just want to place on record that I would not believe a single word that rag says.
No.
if you wiped your arse with it, more shit had come off the paper than everything else.
The Daily Star has more credentials than them.
Honestly, Barry down the road who knows a mate who mows Boris Johnson's lawn has got more credentials than that rag.
I was going to say that. I don't know whether because I hate Boris Johnson. But when my dad came down, I said to him, "Oh, Dad, I'm fed up and stuff like this." This was before coronavirus, and he said, "Oh, I met Boris Johnson once. He's actually a really nice person. He's quite clever and stuff." And I was thinking, "Oh, fucking hell!" He sent me over the picture of him and Boris Johnson. So now I have a picture of my dad and Boris Johnson on my phone.
I've seen Boris Johnson's dad.
Stanley.
Yeah, I saw Stanley Johnson. I don't
mind
around.
Stanley. He was on I'm a Celeb. I didn't mind him.
You can't. Tyler, you've essentially just thrown your old fella under the bus there.
What do you expect? He's an Everton fan.
It wasn't anything that's it was. I remember his friend took my dad, to a convention where he was there or something, and there was a meeting, and I'll try and find it on my phone, but it's I don't know why it's on my phone, because I don't even like Boris Johnson. I can't stand him. But I think just because my dad's on it, it's oh, I should keep it on. He's going to kill me. If he's watching this, he's going to kill me for showing you. But it's hilarious. I have to show you.
The amount of things your old fella's done, and the only thing you're keeping is a photo of him and the frigging Prime Minister.
Apparently, he's still got the skills at 51 years of age.
He has, as well. He bloody has. Hang on. I'm trying to find it. It's going to take me ages.
So yeah, let's end the good housekeeping segment now. I think let's just keep going.
Yeah, I'll send you both it on Twitter.
Brilliant.
No one wants to see Boris Johnson.
So end of last week, we were talking about having an end of season enthusiasts, how we say, not content creators, enthusiasts night. We're saying Thought Park Fright Night's having a good laugh and a bubble, and just to literally get merry, have a few drinks and chill out. Let's be honest, it's been a bad year last year, bit of a dodgy year this year. I think we need something like this just to keep our mind to it, because obviously we missed opening weekend.
Yeah.
And I know.
I agree. I think it would be really good.
If something like that happens, I'm 100% down.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm going to be an advocate for it. I'm going to say, yes, let's do it. And if it means I have to organise it, all the people I talk to from at the Break Room Bar, which is at the moment 4. There'll be 5 people in total. Yeah, 5 people in total, including myself.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great time.
Yeah. I've spoken to quite a few people on Twitter who have become quite good friends with, and they were saying one of them who actually goes to Fort quite a lot, she was saying, "Oh, we should meet up and then get a picture on stealth." I was like, "Oh my god, I would love that."
And I think that, to be honest, Friday Night is probably better at doing it than Alton Towers, because just purely for the fact of it's a bit more adult.
What's a bit more adult?
Thought Park, especially Friday Nights.
Are you throwing shade at Patch the pumpkin?
I've never met Patch pumpkin. Shade. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that with Thought Park with their Friday Nights.
You say that Thought Park Fright Nights is more adult.
Yes.
When I went to Alton Towers Scarefest, when we did the attic, honest to God, mate, I shit me knickers.
Yeah, but have you done Fright Nights?
No.
You can't. Well, it's like me, I ain't a Scarefest. But the way I see it is, it's more adult. You got roaming actors around, so you got nowhere to hide. You have this year especially just gone. They had scare zones, which literally you can walk past, and the only thing that freaked me out was this one woman, and for me that's I don't get freaked out much, and that freaked me out.
I'll tell you one thing that did happen in sort of the entertainment industry this week that we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
Not exactly theme park related, but I know a lot of us do enjoy this type of thing as well. Is Tully's announced that they were going ahead with their Shocktober.
Oh yeah, the Shocktober.
They released their tickets. So with a bit of luck, everyone else will start following suit and start putting plans in place to go ahead this year, and we might actually get a full scare season. For example, Tyler, I don't know if have you ever been to Farmageddon?
No, I remember my partner though. He's been to it. I haven't.
So you have.
I've been to Spooky World in Warrington.
That's nothing. No.
No, it's more like kids that. To be fair.
Farmageddon, honest to God, is one of the most terrifying but brilliant nights out you can have.
Is it?
It's amazing. Everything they do there is so good. But it's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm
not good with stuff like that, honestly. Like I said to Deck on the last one, that I'd like chainsaws petrify me. Like I have a serious phobia of chainsaws, and even just the sound of it like makes me go all anxious and into like a mess.
Oh, you better go Creek Freak then.
There's loads of chainsaws at Farmageddon as well.
Because I was saying walking past Toxic Junkyard at Scarefest, I literally nearly had a full-on panic attack just by hearing the chainsaws going off in it.
Do you know what I thought? Toxic Junkyard. Did you go in the maze?
No, I didn't go in Toxic Junkyard.
So the group I was with made me go through that one first.
Yeah.
So like I'm walking through it, and normally like stuff like that will generally quite frighten me.
Yeah.
Not to the point where like I'm crying or whatever, but to the point where I'm like constantly on edge.
Yeah.
I walked through, and now although the theme and everything in there was amazing, and I mean it was spot on.
It did look good from the outside, like.
Yeah, it was really good inside. It wasn't scary. It was more mental when you look at that, more like vivid and stuff. I think if they could do that again this year, if social distancing goes and what have you, if they can do that and incorporate more scares, because it was so open plan to give you the space to walk around and you could see people in the distance, so it wasn't scare, it was more sort of eerie.
Yeah.
They could do that and have it where they could actually jump out right in front of you.
Yeah.
That would make it so much better. However, the potential was massive for it.
Yeah.
I don't think they could do everything they wanted to do with it this year, which was a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I think like most parks that do have events like that anyway are probably like we're in a similar boat, as in like they can't get up close because of COVID and stuff like that. And I have spoken to quite a few people who have said that it was such a good, like it would be better obviously after COVID, but it was still quite good the way that it was, like with the theme and stuff. Because didn't they have like a bath, a tap from the Flume and like painted it purple or something?
Yeah, there was so much in there. Like you needed about 4 run-throughs to see exactly what was in there.
What was in there?
Yeah. So we did it at night because I don't see the point in doing an outdoor maze in the daytime.
No, I don't, because the light and stuff like that. Yeah.
But at night, it was like walking into the craziest disco you'll ever walk into. just lights everywhere, and it was so good.
Yeah.
But as I say, the only thing for me that let it down was just the fact that there was no scares.
Yeah.
So if Farmageddon goes ahead this year, you have to do it.
Yeah. There was one that I seen advertised. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was like a couple of years back, I think it was. And you know where Newsham Park is, Newsham Park Hospital?
Yeah.
There was like on there, apparently they like would cordon off that kind of road leading up to Newsham Park and do like kind of a zombie apocalypse type thing where like there'd be zombies and you could run around and hide from them, but like all like actors dressed up as zombies. I thought that would be pretty cool because I've actually done like a ghost hunt at Newsham Park, and I thought how cool would it be to like do a zombie like thing where you pretend that you run away from zombies. It'd be sick.
Yeah, there's something called there's a company called like Zombie Escape, and they do like basically what they do is they hand you a gun.
Yeah.
It's like a zombie apocalypse, and you do loads of different things.
Yeah.
Like I've never been, but I've been told about it. My missus has done it. She said it was brilliant.
It was good. So,
yeah, like I'm waiting for that stuff to happen again because I really want to do that.
Yeah, they do one in Manchester as well, don't they? I think.
Yeah.
They do a few. I'm waiting for it to all kind of ease, and then I can go back to doing ghost hunts and stuff like that again. Because I used to really love doing them, and obviously now it's stopped.
See, I wouldn't do a ghost hunt.
Would you not?
Oh God, no.
Why?
Because I'm an absolute fan.
Oh yeah. See, you're gonna all probably think like I'm an absolute weirdo, but I honestly believe I'm a sensitive. I believe I've got like some sort of like psychic abilities about me. I was watching this TikTok video, right? Just very quickly, while I was on the subject, I was watching a TikTok video, and she basically written down a number on her, like on a sheet of paper, but she didn't show it to the screen. And she said to like pause the video and then stare into the screen for like a minute, and then play the video again and see whether like you get the number that she's written down. I said number 4. She turned the paper around. It was number 4 because I seen it in my head. And it's not just happened like once, it's like been a couple of times where like I've seen an image in my head and then it's come true. Like I remember my partner was on the phone to his mum, and I couldn't hear them at all. And I just remember seeing a picture of his mum's street in my head. And I said to him, "Oh, was your mum like on the phone?" And he was like, yeah. She said there was a house down her street, whether you wanted to rent it or not. And I was like, that is ridiculous, because I had an image of his mum's street in my head.
Right.
Madness.
I've wrote a number on my phone.
Yeah.
You would do that.
Stare at the phone. And
That's
see
not going to work. I can see my reflection. It's off-putting. Go on, right, let's try it.
Okay, one.
Right, hang on.
If I could put the X-Files song on this.
Is it number 5?
No.
Oh.
Is it 69?
No.
Hang on, let me see again. I can't bloody
Look
see.
there for you.
Look into my eyes, look into your
7.
eyes.
No.
Is it 4?
I don't know, I
Is it
give up.
4?
8.
Ah. I do think I have some sort of psychic abilities.
I was only winding you up, to be fair.
It was like when I went on a ghost hunt as well, I started smelling burning. And I said, "Oh, I can smell burning." And they said, "Oh yeah, there was a fire in this certain area of the building."
Jesus.
I know. I could go on and on and on about it.
So
I'm one of these people when it comes to stuff like that. Like ghost hunts and stuff, it's not my thing, because I'm not ashamed to say
Yeah.
that stuff frightens me.
Yeah.
But, like whenever I say that to someone and people go like, "Oh, you're a fanny and whatever," that doesn't arse me, because like,
Yeah.
I'm the type of person where like I'll absolutely fight anybody alive. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Stuff that I can't see, that bothers me.
Yeah.
So
And it is quite weird, especially when like you're in a certain part of the building, like Newsham Park, for example. There was a basement part, well, not really a basement, but it's a separate building on the side of it. And that's where they used to have like the morgue and stuff like that. And then underneath it, like you actually climbed into a little hole in the ground. And when we went on the ghost hunt, we all kind of got into that little hole and turned off all of our torches and stuff. And they said if there's anyone here like making noise, and we literally heard like a rock getting thrown, and my mum literally pushed someone to the side of her because she got scared so much. But it is really good. Like I find it really interesting, but you do have to be careful, like, because they use Ouija boards sometimes in the ones that I go to. And obviously if that, for like whatever reason, goes wrong, you can then end up taking a spirit home with you.
yeah, I'm not about that life.
I've lived in 2 haunted houses. One of them we actually had to try and sell to get out of it. We ended up
Why?
selling, moving from it, because there was like chandeliers would move on its own. There was like doors that would open on its own. So like we'd go outside, like say for example, walking my dogs one time, and we came in and like we used to have this like extension on the back of the house, and it had like these 2 like big doors, obviously to go in the garden. And then when we came back in, those doors were wide open, even though there was no one in the house, and we'd locked it all.
Yeah, no chance.
We did. We ended up selling the house and moving out.
I'm not surprised. I'd have been stood there crying.
It was horrible. To be fair, like it was disgusting. Like you could always feel like something watching you from the corner of you, like when you just walk and stuff. And I remember we'd seen like shadows go past like the kitchen and everything. It was weird.
Nah. That's my rule with horror films as well. Like when it comes to horror films and stuff, like ghosts and that, I won't watch it. Serial killers, I will. And my rule with a horror film is if I can fight them, I'll watch it.
Oh, just quickly, have you seen that documentary on Netflix about the Hotel Cecil?
yes, I have.
Oh, isn't it weird with that Elisa Lam?
I've seen the first 2 episodes of it.
Yeah.
Like it bored me, to be honest with you, because it
Uh,
wasn't telling me
They
anything.
kind of explained quite a bit of it, and I do see there's a lot of things that they have clarified up, and it was quite
Yeah.
smart. But the janitor kind of got me a bit confused when
Yeah.
he said, I found her, and I put the thing on.
Mm.
I put the thing on I put the lid back on her,
Yeah.
and then the bloke was like, and then he goes, found her, and the thing was open,
Yeah.
and a case. I was like, right, okay.
They think that's like there's loads of conspiracy theories going around it, weren't they? But some people believe that she was playing this like game where it's like a ritual in Korea or something, and it's called the elevator game. And some people believe that that's what she was doing, which I generally would believe that.
It's all been diagnosed and everything. You can see that, and when they showed it all, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that point very much so.
Yeah, it is weird the way it happened and stuff like that is weird.
Personally, I think it'll go down as a tragic accident.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any supernatural forces at play. I don't think she was murdered. I think because of her mental health conditions, I think she may have been suffering an episode.
Yeah.
I think she may, she's gone to the roof.
Well, it's proven.
I found it quite.
Didn't take a medicine.
Yeah, like I found it quite like sad in a way, because like I suffer from bipolar and stuff like that. So all the things that like they were saying about like how she said that obviously one day she gets up and she's tired, and then the next she can be happy and stuff, like I completely relate to it. So for me it kind of, although I don't know it, kind of felt a bit personal because I've been through that stuff. So it's very sad. Like I would love to know what would happen, but obviously no one is gonna know what has happened unless it was her, and obviously she isn't, unfortunately. So
that's it. There'll always be speculation about it.
Exactly. So let's get back on the theme park topic. Yeah. So I want to not play a game. I want some opinions. Okay.
Go on.
So you go Nolan Towers. You have a lot of money. You can change one zone.
Yeah.
One area, and you can add whatever you want to it. So you got to take one zone down.
Yeah.
Take down all the rides, and build what you want on it.
I feel like you are going to know exactly what mine is going to be. I'll let you have a guess.
Dark Forest.
Yeah, you're right on that one.
I was going to say CBB Slam, but...
Come on!
Oh,
you'll kick yourself when I tell you.
You're an intimate multi-launch coaster.
Intamin Blitz.
Intamin Blitz.
I would, honestly, replace even 13 to add that.
Replace it all. 13 goes, Rita goes, everything there goes. You can put whatever.
Another one that I like. Although I'm really like grateful to have Wicker Man and stuff like that, because obviously Alton Towers hasn't had a wooden coaster before. I still miss the Flume.
Flumes are a dying breed.
I would love them to bring a water coaster. Not even a coaster, a water ride.
Yeah, I would. I think for me, I would. I'd take down the Dark Forest as well, because for me the theming just doesn't fit.
I don't think it does.
Even inside the Dark Forest, none of the theming fits with the Dark Forest theme. So
that's what I was saying about Rita. Like, there's nothing around Rita that fits in, apart from like the way that they've changed the Rita writing before you go into the queue.
And the that's not as well. That's it. But I think for me, I would take down the Dark Forest, which if you want to put an Intamin Blitz there, because of the size of them, you would need to take down both coasters and utilize that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then potentially in between that, put like something else.
Yeah.
But personally, I would rather see them. If we're talking ride removals, one for me that doesn't do it for me at all.
What's that one?
It's the rapids.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
You don't get wet on them. They're not eventful.
You used to, didn't you? You used to get kind of soaking on them, but I think because there's changed the things, aren't they, with safety in that?
It's because I believe someone fell over and died in the rapids. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it wasn't Alton Towers though. I think it was Drayton Manor, wasn't it? Someone
I
stood
don't know
up.
off the top of my head.
I can't remember which one. I remember reading something about it, and I was thinking, oh God,
Yeah,
like
I
that's
think
sad.
they were on a school trip, and one of them stood up and fell out, and died.
Oh,
But for me, even like it's the effects that they've turned off.
yeah,
The rapids that don't do it. If you're gonna have a ride like that is seemingly uneventful all the way round, have some effects there to give it something. They
yeah.
don't. So for me, I would take that out and replace it with a water coaster.
Yeah, but you
I
know
reckon
that's
so.
bad. You try the Thought Park Rapids.
I've been on them.
They are shocking, aren't they?
Yeah.
It
I
is.
can't wait to go to Pork.
I always go on it because I always find it like after like a couple coasters, it's a nice chill out.
What about Tidal Wave?
If you want to get absolutely soaking wet, feel free.
Yeah.
So want to ride in the summer then?
I love Tidal Wave. Like it's really bizarre though.
Yeah.
When you go on like a log flume or anything, you hit the ground and then you get wet almost instantly.
Yeah.
This is so bizarre. As soon as you hit the ground, that water goes up.
Just goes up, yeah.
You don't see anything for about 3 seconds because all you see is a wall of water in front of you. You don't even feel any water. It's only a couple of seconds after that water drops.
Yeah.
Because when I've seen it on like videos, I'm like, wow, that looks cool, but I bet you would get drenched on it.
It's off ride, it's amazing to watch. On ride, it's even better.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that when it goes up, you just see a wall of water.
Of water, yeah.
And then literally after 3-4 seconds, that water drops. And as soon as it drops, you get soaked.
After you come out, if you want people watching, there's what they call a splash zone. So where there's a little hut where people exit. It goes over the hut, the water, and gets people absolutely soaked.
Yeah.
The best thing is it though, if people's like, you can keep dry, and people pick it, you can pay £1, and they got water guns. So as you go back into the station, you can just get absolutely soaked, like all soakable. If you feel like being absolutely mean.
Yeah. I do really miss the flume at Alton Towers though.
I think the only ones ready now, Chessington, you go there for Merlin Park. Flumes. I think they got the Lego Vikings thing they've got down in Windsor.
I can't wait for Pleasure Beach to bring back Valhalla.
No, I've never been on Valhalla.
Oh my god, so good.
It's easily the best water ride in the UK.
Yeah.
That's right, I can't wait to go.
I'm looking forward to see what they do with it.
I am. I wonder what they are going to do with it though.
I don't think they'll change the layout.
No.
I'll be very surprised if they do that.
Yeah.
I expect them to see, because all the effects in there, when Valhalla came out, it was like sort of top of the range effects.
Yeah.
They're all outdated and also quite costly.
Yeah.
And run. So I think what they'll do, we'll see a lot more like projection mapping in there, more light effects. I think they'll still leave the finale at the end with the fire. I think that will remain.
That will stay.
But I think a lot of the stuff in there will change in terms of scenes.
Yeah.
The ride will stay the same. I believe on boats we're getting lap bars now.
Yeah.
Which I think was probably necessary because that first drop is quite a big drop.
Yeah.
I
remember sliding like, woo! Yeah. Well, it's going to fall out if I'm honest.
Exactly. So lap bars are needed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's what we'll see. Rumours are there's a new soundtrack.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to Scott from Pleasure Beach Experience a while ago.
Yeah.
And I asked him if it was true because, obviously he's the man in the know when it comes to Blackpool.
Yeah, they're like your kind of go-to resource, aren't they?
Yeah. So I was chatting to Scott a while ago and he was quite cryptic. He said he can't confirm anything.
So does he like work there or does he just know people that work there?
I don't know, to be honest. I know he's been a Blackpool fan for years, like since he was a kid. Similar to me in that way. I think from when he was younger, he went there and stuff, and then sort of grown up with a love of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's ever worked there. I know obviously he knows people who do work there now because he's been going there and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever actually worked there or not, but anytime I need to know anything about Blackpool, I'll have a chat with him.
Yeah.
He knows the ins and outs of being there.
I'm considering walking, Book to Walk, the big one.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well when we can do it.
I would love to do it, but I just know that with my fear of heights, I'm going to be a mess. But I would still want to push myself because I feel like us as enthusiasts, we like a coaster and going on it is nice, but it's also like the track and like what it looks like, and because you can get so close to the big ones like track and the chain lift, I'm like, that will be so good. Like it would be a dream. It'd be on like my bucket list for sure.
On the talk about soundtracks and stuff, do you know who did the Croc drop soundtrack?
Yeah, the Nick
Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's done the soundtrack for Croc drop. So shout out, he must be working his backside off at the moment.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Very good, very good, very good.
He's keeping like the community spirits up, I think.
Yeah, for the people that are trying to knock the community down, he really is a shining beacon of light and goodness for this community.
Yeah, I agree.
That's been on BBC as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've seen that.
On BBC News, yeah.
Yeah, it's not down south. It hasn't. I'll be honest.
No, it would have been on Northwest tonight.
Northwest. Yeah.
The news that matters.
Really.
Here's a question for you.
Stuff gets decided down south.
What did you say?
All the important stuff gets decided down south.
What, in your area? Like who's got the biggest turnips?
Who's got the biggest orchard, mate?
Here's a question for you.
Go on.
What's your favourite ever soundtrack for coasters, like theme parks and coasters?
I'm gonna go Smiler.
That's tough.
Jack?
It's really hard for me. Hang on.
Pouring a drink to brace ourselves.
Lily Cider.
Combined harvester by the Wurzels.
It's a lovely company in Froome. I've actually got a whole bar mat of Lily Cider. I've got coasters. I am literally, if I drink cider, it's Lily Cider.
Are they paying you to say that?
Pardon?
Did they pay you to say that?
No, it's true though. That's all I drink. If I drink cider, I've got a place at the road called Cider Shack. Now I've tried Twister cider, and I've tried that, and I've tried bubblegum flavoured cider.
I remember going in Cornwall to a cider farm, and they did like a little tour and stuff like that. Obviously, I couldn't drink at the time because I was too.
Cornwall cider, you want Somerset cider, right? The only Cornwall cider that's good, you have to Rattler, and you can get that in bottles.
Yeah.
Market, and that will get you howling.
Have you ever tried Aspall cider?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
That's Suffolk.
Right. I went on a night out once with my mate. If you're ever at a park when me and my mate are there, honestly, ask him about this because he will pitch himself laughing. We went out on a night out. I can handle my ale. You know what I mean? I'm a big guy. I can drink.
Yeah.
Went out for a night out with him. We had 5 or 6 pints of this Aspall cider.
Yeah.
That was in a local one by ours. We went over to town. Went to Santa Gepito, had a few in there. We walked out. Well, I say we walked out. I walked out. My mate was in there. He was at the bar. He turned around to someone and said, "Have you seen me, mate?" And she went, "Oh, yeah, he's outside."
Yeah.
Walked out and found me outside, just on the floor in a field position. I was like, ugh. Honestly, I was absolutely creatured.
Oh, my God.
That cider, honestly, if anyone says to me now, "Do you want a pint of cider?" I'll probably hit them.
I'll send you some, Carl. I'll send you some proper stuff.
Mate, if you do that, honest to God, I'll be spewing.
Now, you want to try. Thing is, dude, I know we're going off topic here. It's theme parks, but we're talking about alcohol. It's a bar after all, let's be honest. I think I decided to go with the fizzy stuff. Like Aspall is a bit fizzy sometimes. I didn't get the still stuff. But but I'm not normally a lover of cider. Last summer I've got some. When I was working in Bruton, just outside Bruton, which is near me. Not many people might know it. It's literally a posh area, so you get all the Londoners and all this down, right? And we're doing this job for this architect who's like he's got a house in London and he's got this big old mansion, and we're doing his far as a is stable, not like stable, but his literal place where he puts his wood and all this, right?
Yeah.
Started a COVID outbreak, so went to the safest place was me and my old man thought, oh, okay, we'll go to the farm shop on the way back just outside Bruton. I was like, okay, so every time we thought, oh, do we get cider? Cider? Oh, yeah, go on. Chucked in a couple ciders, and started growing into it. So I like Harry cider as well, which is a bit more of a stronger one.
I love the way you say cider. It's like cider.
It is.
You sounded like a robot when you said that.
Got roll your R's on it, so it's like really awkward. But a lot of people do catch me up for this, being I'm literally lived in a town all my life, and I've never been living in the country, but my accent's so strong.
Yeah, your accent is dead strong. Like, to be fair.
Yeah, it is.
Like, to be fair, like yeah.
I feel like you're gonna try and sell me some turnips.
We don't sell turnips there.
Turnips.
Right. So
here, don't touch my turnips.
So coming to the end of a job, I thought, oh, son, every day I used to come in and pick up 3 ciders.
Yeah.
£6 for like every 3 ciders, and like literally, I was like, oh, so nice. And I found out went to this cider shack just up the road from me. Every weekend I used to go and get like a box, and I'm talking a box of cider. That would be gone within a day on the weekend. And I'm there thinking, oh my god, and I would wake up with a big headache, thinking, oh, what have we just done? It's quiz night. Mind you, my family quiz night, 8 times in a row, I won. So,
oh dear, I can't even win anything. I can't even win one of those balls at Towers. You know, like the little like teddies and the balls that you get at Scarefest where they look like spiders, and can't even win them. I'm useless.
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing. Actually, that brings me on to a new question. Actually, so I'll go straight on to it before I forget it. My brain's like that.
Go on.
Biggest win at the theme park. What have you won? That's like the big.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They've got all my money and took all my money, but nothing. Oh, I would literally die for a teddy like that.
I've won that.
I've won nothing.
I've won that.
That's the one I wanted.
No.
And I've won that.
Oh, I literally haven't won any of these things. The only thing I got was like one of those grab machines, a little claw machine. And I got a little like, it was kind of, oh, that's so cute. It's kind of like that size, but it's like a little pink, like scruffy bear. That's the only thing I won.
So whenever I go somewhere like that, I always look, you know, the basketball games?
Yeah.
I always go and think, I'll have a go with that. And almost every time I do it, I win.
I never can.
I'm like a white Michael Jordan.
Honestly,
white Michael Jordan or white Michael Jordan?
Wide and white.
I always do very well at those. Put a ball into the buckets and go stay in the bucket. So in the thought part, they do it, and like you win instead of winning like big like things like that, you win Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I ended up winning like a Squirtle, and I've won a Eevee, I want to say, or Jigglypuff. If you know your Pokemon, you know your Pokemon. So I won the Squirtle when I was with the missus. So my missus got like all these teddies that I've won. Got another big, like one of those dogs. Not as big, but it's like a camouflage one as well. So it's all camoed up. But I did that, and we're going on stealth, and Carl vouched me. It's not really a safe place to put your bag, is there? On stealth,
Nope.
Isn't it?
You really got to risk it. But
See,
it's all right all the time. It's not you're like, oh yeah, it's there. You know where it is.
yeah.
There's cameras all around, so you know.
I mean, the good thing about it is you're only on it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, minute
Yeah.
15, I think, something like that. But yeah, so you're going on it, and I was like, oh, I can't. How am I going to have the teddy there, and my backpack, and how's it going to be there? So I ended up shortening in my straps on my backpack, put it on the Squirtle, and tied the Squirtle onto it. So like he actually had a backpack on him, and I was like carrying that, and I was like, that's such a fucking good idea doing that. So I put him on there, and it's like, okay, right, yeah, fine, come back. He's still there, luckily.
Yeah.
Another thing I want is like, you know, when you got to roll the balls up the wall and it's got to hit the bottom and stay in.
Yeah.
I won that Alton Towers.
Oh my god.
And it was just a fluke chance. My missus,
I haven't won any.
My missus went to the toilet and I was bored. So I was in the toilet. I was like, oh, we're going down a dark forest. Okay, just did that a couple of times.
Yeah.
I won a rainbow one with the eyes and all that.
Yeah.
And my missus looked at me and said, I'm not keeping that. You win too much shit. And I was like, she goes, yes. So I was like, oh, I'll give it to my my cousin's little one. And from then on, she's like, I love that ball you got me, Dad, Uncle Dad.
Oh.
And then my cousin's wife goes, that ball, she absolutely loves it. It's so funny that they were playing with her, and my other cousin was playing with it. Cousin's little one was playing with it, and they said, where do you get that ball from? Because I couldn't get one for the other one.
Yeah.
We had to lie and say it's a Polish thing.
Honestly, I am the worst when you go to play those games and I'm like thinking, like at Scarefest, there's the one where you had to again, you know, like throw the balls into the little like buckets almost and ask to stay in there, not bounce out. And I got Phil to do it because I was like, there's no chance I'm going to do it because I've done it so many times and never won anything. And at Scarefest, they had like these big round, almost like a ball type thing, and it had like pumpkin faces on, spider faces and bats and all that. And I was like, oh, I want one of them because I absolutely love Halloween. Like, honestly, Halloween is my favorite, even out Christmas and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, make sure you get me that. You never got it. And I was like, I'm not speaking to you now for the rest of the day. You've ruined it. You've ruined this trip. I was fuming.
Remind me not to try and win anything for you.
I know. Honestly, I'm like, you've ruined the whole day now. Thanks a lot.
The best way of beating them is I always find hitting a rim first. Yeah. Hitting the bottom rim, and then it should take out enough speed for it to go in and stay in. Yeah. But that's what I just learned. That's what I just found out, yeah.
I'm normally all right at the end because I just go into Towers Trading or the Kiss Me Quick if I'm at Blackpool. I'm just like, yay, give me all the merch. Then I come out happy because I'm like, at least I got some it.
So we had a request this week because someone really wanted to do it. We did, so I've brought it back for this week. It is the wheel. And we are back. So as said before, we're going to play Spin the Wheel. But this time with a little bit of a twist I had in my head.
Yeah.
With every one of these, well, we're all going to pick a couple as they spin.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to slate it. So instead of praising it and giving it 3 words,
slate it.
We got to slate it for 30 seconds.
Oh no, I really hope it don't. Is Galactica on there yet? Will be, won't it?
Galactica's on there.
Oh no, please don't stop on that one. I can't sleep.
So it's a bit of a twist. So bit of a change. It does say 3 words on there, but it literally is going to be 30 seconds. Okay, I got a stopwatch here. So
it's going to be how long? 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Right.
Okay, so who wants to be the first one up?
Not me. Someone else does it for the first thing, just so I can get the gist of it.
I think it has to be ladies first, doesn't it, Carl?
Oh, well.
Ladies first, yeah? So, Tyler, you are the guest, actually, and you are ladies first, so...
Okay, then.
Let me hear you say it.
Spin that wheel! This music reminds me.
Oh.
Is that at Chessington?
Yeah.
Oh.
3 seconds, starting now.
From on my POVs I've seen of it, there's practically nothing of it. There's practically just fucking nothingness to it. That's it. I've never rode it, so I can't say. But it from my POVs, it just looks like a basic shitty ass fucking track.
Stop it there. 20 seconds that took.
Imagine if it lands on Saw the Ride for me.
I know. I can't wait for that one.
I wish that I want to be able to ride it. I did have a look at it, and I thought, oh, that could be on my like bucket list coasters to go to Chessington and ride it. But then I looked at the on my POV, and I changed my mind.
Right. So, Carl, let me hear you say it with the funky sound that you all love.
Spin the wheel.
Your number one coaster in the whole of UK. Go.
Right, well, for a start, it's not long enough. So, if you're going to build a coaster like that, something we haven't got in the UK, build it, but give us the rest of it. Don't give us a couple of drops and a spin and be like, oh, this is amazing. No, give us more.
That's got some near miss, though.
It does. It has near miss elements. It's great. But
I like that. I really enjoy that on the coaster. I think it's cool.
Just as you're getting into the ride, you're pulling into the brakes.
All right. Let's have a go at mine, see what I get.
Just for the record, though, of anyone from Thorpe Park watching this, I do actually love this one. I think it's brilliant.
It does look really good.
I think I've got let off easy on this one, haven't I?
That's easy. Kiddie shit.
It's a kiddies coaster. Fair enough, it being for kiddies, but it's boring. You only get two loops on it. If you do a full 5 loop on it, you might be talking. No such thing as speed on it, and literally the only theming is a dinosaur going around in a circle. One part of it is absolutely boring, and I'd rather eat my own slippers.
Wow, yours is very brutal, I have to say.
I like being brutal.
I'm honestly like the kindest person. I'll probably say, and I hate dissing things, even bloody fucking steel or whatever it is. I just can't diss anything or anyone.
Well, Tyler, it's your turn again, so let me hear you say it.
Will.
Come on, Galactica. It's gonna be 13, isn't it? 13.
Okay.
Go.
Do I go now?
Yeah.
I think it was badly marketed. It made it look like it was loads better than it is. The only exciting part of it, I'd probably say, is the drop inside of ice. Yeah, it's practically a family coaster. I thought it was going to be a bit more. There we go. I thought there's going to be more to it, except from just a free fall. There we go.
All right.
It's supposed to be amazing. Blah blah blah. I can't be brutal. I hate being brutal. I actually don't mind 13 though. That's the thing. I don't mind it. I just think it was badly marketed because it was supposed to be something really, really amazing. And
I think it was marketed the wrong way. I think the marketing was on point to get the people's attention.
Yeah, but I think it's not what I expected.
Yeah, but it gave it away from when they had GMTV do it.
I didn't watch that.
If you watch, which I get a lot of my resource from, Expedition.
I have watched it.
Theme park. He talks his stuff, and I do watch a lot of his stuff.
Mm.
So, yeah, that's where I get from.
Yeah.
Carl, ready for your last one?
Go on, mate. Yeah, spin the bastard.
Can we not do like one more after this and saying nice things?
Oh.
Oh no! Do I have to sit and watch this?
Carl's got it. It's all right.
I know, but still, I love the coaster.
Go on, Carl.
Right, so, although it's good that it's the world's first flying coaster, so on and so forth, from what I've seen of the way it should have been to the way it turned out, it's so below par. I understand budgeting issues, but don't, figure all this out before you bring it to us. And then
I can't hear you.
Try and retheme it as a space thing, but change absolutely nothing apart from a couple of perspex glass in the station. Nah, shite.
Yeah, there's a lot of hatred for it. He's gone over the 30-second time limit. Brilliant. All right, that's how I go then. Like, let's see what I can do. Come on, give me something that I can be annoyed with. Oh.
To be fair, I don't mind Rita. Like, you can bash her, whatever. I don't give a shit.
It's not that. I've had 2 easy ones.
Yeah, you have, to be honest.
Right. In the words of Paddy McGuinness, Rita, what kind of shit name is that for a roller coaster? Right? And it is just delivered as shit. The only thing good about it is the launch. They tried retheming it. I understand the story, but it's still shit. The only thing got is a good launch, the first turn, the rest of the time, I might as well go for a nap, really. And I thought to myself, what could be better? Well, anything could be better, really. I could see Daleks flying, Armageddon, Apocalypse. It is just shite. All right? Change it up, Merlin.
Merlin.
Right. My accent.
Can we do a nice one to just end it on? Because I don't like being a negative Nance.
Oh.
I have too much negativity in my brain every single day. I don't
Okay,
want to
well,
end
one
on
more positive.
Positive, yes. What should we get? What I haven't even wrote.
I'm getting sore, aren't I?
Hey?
I'm going to get sore the ride and I can't say anything.
I hope you do. I hope you do. No. I'll take this one because Tyler don't know anything about Sword of Ride.
No, I only know that to go slower. That's it.
So Carl, take 30 seconds to be nice about Sword of Ride.
No. Okay. Only nice thing I can say about it is the indoor section pretty cool. And the theming when you reach the lift hill, that's also quite good. After that,
You were
Do you
stringing
not think
it
it's
out.
cool that they based it around like a really good horror film, a horror film series franchise?
yeah, okay, so they based it around Saw, and the film's famous for its torture traps and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
That ride itself is a torture trap. It's horrible.
See, I really want to ride it, but then I've spoken to a few people that have said it like you'll come off it with a really bad headache.
You
No,
will.
you won't.
My missus came off it. She had bruises on her arms.
Did she?
Mm.
Mind you, I've seen people come off the Smiler with bruises on, but it doesn't faze me, that ride.
I came off the Smiler with a concussion, so I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
I've never had a bad ride on the Smiler.
I haven't. My partner said he smacked his head, but he said he can't tell me what part of the ride it was because he had his eyes closed.
I'll tell you what part I got my head smacked around twice. The last bit. After the airtime hill,
Yeah.
going to that little section, my head was around like anything.
What, at the corkscrews at the end?
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
swear I came off with a concussion.
You're gonna think I'm mad, but that's one of my favourite rides.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
It's the corkscrew.
I enjoyed it, but my head just got whacked to the side.
Yeah.
So, like one side, then the other. And it was like, fucking hell, son. You know?
KO'd by the Smiler.
I belong to fucking A&E with this concussion.
Oh, God.
Right, come on, Todd. Let's hear you say it. Come on.
Spin that wheel.
Oh, Nemesis. Inferno.
I haven't rode it though.
Oh, fine. I'll do it, but there's not many Thought Park coasters left, actually, so you might get an old thousand soon.
Yeah.
All right. Inferno, my second favourite ride at Thought Park. It's lovely. It's beautiful. It rides better with age. It is amazing. The theming is great. everything about it's been the first start when you go out, you got a little dip into the tunnel. The best aspect of the whole ride is that, especially in the dark, you got the mist, you got the lights, goes pitch black, and you come out to a red or green light, and you come up to the top of the hill, spin around, you see everything. It is lovely. It's not as tall as Detonator, and it's what's the word? Not as tall as Stealth or Swarm, but it's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
And it was also on the In-Betweeners as well.
Yes, and he's going to hell for it.
Watching that episode the other day.
I love it.
Right, let's see if I can walk.
We'll try it one more time.
Left of some of the stuff. Ultimate Velocicoaster.
Oh, is this the one in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think it's a positive because it's something new. I would love to be able to ride it at some point, but I feel like obviously saving up to go to Florida is going to be a challenge. I think that it's going to have some really, really great theming in it. Obviously, being in Florida and stuff like that, they do their theming on coasters really, really well. But I think it's a really good thing for the coaster enthusiasts and stuff like that. I feel like it's a new coaster. It looks amazing, and I can't wait to see some on-ride POVs of it eventually.
I'm hopefully going over there next year.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at going. I want to take my missus there, but she's not been anywhere else from the Philippines.
This stuff is so expensive.
I was looking on the internet the other day. It's gonna cost just under. Well, the hotel, holiday itself per person was just over 1,200.
Yeah.
And then you can get a flexi ticket, which includes all the other parks when you're over there.
Yeah.
And that's about 700-800 quid. So you're looking at $2,000 each to go.
Yeah. I want to go to Phantasialand.
Yeah.
I really want to go there purely to ride Taron.
Yeah, that's my ultimate bucket list.
That's all of us. That's all three of us.
Is it?
Group holiday. Trip.
Honestly, I do. And fly. I feel like if there's two coasters there that represent me, it's Fly and Taron. Both flying and both launch.
Are you drinking wine out the bottle?
No, it's Peppa Pig.
I'm drinking from the paddle.
It's literally Peppa Pig. I said that's as hardcore as it gets for this episode. No mulled wine, just Peppa Pig, Percy Pig.
You don't say drinking wine out the bottle, Scouser.
I used to drink Chang out the bottle.
I thought you were going to say Lambrini.
Oh, don't. Lambrinis used to have them when I was a teenager. Disgusting.
While we're just at the stage, I would like to thank people this week. Been really good. My goal, I always have little goals for this podcast. So I didn't really expect much, but I said if I get over 20, I'll be happy. As of today, I'm 21 subscribers. And I'm very pleased and thank you so much for your support, guys. I really want to be nice and say thank you very much. I know a lot of you guys, other than 5 or 6 of you, you're in private accounts, and I appreciate that. So I just want to say thank you to you guys. And cheers.
Here's to many more with my Percy Pig bottle.
It's number 22.
I'm feeling 22.
One day you might surpass. It might surpass my age.
It will, I'm sure.
But yeah, so as we talk about theme parks and stuff like that, we got to talk about some other places that probably don't get as much publicity that we always promote here. We talk a lot about Thorpe Park and Alton Towers. Chesterton, we talked about today about the Croc drop, not cock drop. Legoland. Now, Legoland has got a new area out and a new ride coming out this year. So it's Mythica. It's a new area. They've been giving out a lot of Lego pictures of what they've made. Like a grassy, flowery rhino.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I think it's brilliant. They reckon that the new ride is a...
Is that Legoland Windsor?
Yes, Legoland Windsor.
Yeah.
The new ride is I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a seated screen kind of thing. I think the thing Soaring, is it in Disney?
Like a flying theatre?
Yeah, Flying Theatre, yeah. They got Flying Theatre and that coming. So the first in the UK, that is.
To be fair, we do need them in the UK because they have them all over the world and they get like really good reviews. So it really astounds me that we haven't got anything like that over here yet.
Have you seen the thing that they're building in Blackpool?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Have you seen all like the kind of plans for it?
Yeah.
What did
Looks
they get
good,
when a
doesn't
thought
it?
park wants a bloody new coaster, or at least a fucking new ride, other than Black fucking Mirror?
At this point, I feel like all enthusiasts are just sat here waiting for an RMC to come to the UK.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think where.
I know. I'm thinking whereabouts.
I know where.
I know Blackpool won't do it.
Thorpe fucking Park. Thorpe Park should get a fucking new coaster. There's a cider coming out now. Get a fucking new coaster. Fuck's sake, I've had enough of riding the same shit every time I go, really. I enjoy them, and I love going on Inferno multiple times. But I'm just getting bored of just seeing, okay, we're going to hit here, and we're going to hit there, and we're going to do this, do that. You know, I know that this year's different because me and Cole's actually got a bet on this year. So when we meet up and we do it, hopefully COVID-free.
Yeah.
I might still wear the face mask just for stealth. It's just, I really want it to be different. I really want it to be better than what it could be. And it's going to lose its value once if they build that new...
What do you reckon's the first thing then at Thorpe if they was to get a new coaster? Where do you reckon will be the first kind of area or ride that will get removed in order to make way for it?
They won't remove it. I think they'll put it behind Swan.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, got the island there purposely for that, but I can also see it going where Log of Sleep is.
Yeah.
In Old Town. So,
yeah, possibly.
I can see it there, unless they made that a station and build a hypercoaster there at the station.
Mm.
And this hypercoaster could go all the way around the island.
I can't see them building a hypercoaster.
Yeah.
Bear in mind it's right next to Heathrow Airport, isn't it? So
yeah, but they got stealth though, didn't they? They got stealth.
Yeah, stealth. Yeah, but I can't see them building anything else around the 200-foot mark. I think
I can if they get planning permission on that. Don't see why not.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they were allowed to do it. I think 200 will be the max, and it depends where about they put it. I don't think they'll put anything higher than that.
Well, if they do 205 like they did with stealth, might be the same. But yeah, on that note, we're going to take another pause for the cause. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Sorry about the pause for the cause there. That's my absolute apologies. I'm sorry about that. As you can tell, lockdown here is becoming a bit of a nightmare. So, what is you talked about you losing your flip-flop. Was that your youngest memory of a theme park, or was it?
I think it probably was. The only other memory I've from like when I was younger was going on the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride with my dad. And I remember, like, to be honest, like when I said to you in the last one, the two hardcore rides that it got for me is the Nutty Squirrel ride and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So you didn't go on that toy? Is it a toy word?
Toyland Tours?
Yeah.
No, I didn't go on that.
I mean, that was a bit before my time as well, really.
Yeah.
But then
I just remember, like, I have really fond memories of like just going to trips to stay in like the Alton Towers main hotels and stuff like that. For me at that time, like I wasn't really into coasters as such. It was more like the surroundings and being in a hotel and being with my dad, and then when my mum would take us to Splash Landings, being with mum and just inside Splash Landings, that was really good though.
And do you think it goes out for Carl as well in a way? Do theme parks actually impacted you in a different way than what you thought it would do?
In what way? Like in a good way or a bad way?
Like in a good way, in a sense. Like obviously for you, like you're bipolar and all that. Is that
Yeah.
really theme park
I think,
out?
see, I'm on with my anxiety and stuff like that, and the way my bipolar works, like I'm on medication anyway. But I still find myself, like currently now at the minute, like I'm in a relapse of it. So one day I can get up and I'm completely high and elated, but I'm still suffering because obviously I'm high and elated. But then the next day I can wake up and I can be completely depressed and just like can't be arsed. But I think when I go to like a theme park or Alton Towers especially, if I get up in that morning and I'm feeling shit or I'm feeling more anxious, that will hands down be the only place or the only thing that takes that whole feeling away from me without relying on medication. And I even think to some point, like medication doesn't fully work. It never fully takes it away. But when I'm on a coaster or if I'm at Alton Towers especially, hands down, I can guarantee that will completely take away that feeling. Even if I wake up with it on the day and have that feeling, being on a coaster will completely just take that away from me. It really has helped me a lot. And I think that's probably why I'm quite enthusiastic about I am today.
Well, I honestly think that, like Carl expressed when he first came on, how it was like going back to your inner child,
Yeah.
and you take every stress, your pain away,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
for a day or two, you would just be in your element, having fun. You got
Yeah.
nothing else to worry about.
Yeah.
Obviously, until the bill comes.
Yeah. I think as well, like, you know, like when, say for me, like I used to be, let's just say, really terrified of Oblivion. As an example, I used to be terrified of roller coasters, but Oblivion especially, we touched up on that on the last one. And obviously that was the most like kind of intimidating coaster for me. And I think when I went on that and actually like challenged myself to go on it, and then I came off, and then that buzz that I had for a few days after coming off it, I think like that's another part of it for me, is it's not just like being there on that day, but it's then the following days after, and I feel like I've accomplished something, if that makes sense. You kind of get over your fears with it, I guess, and then it kind of feels like, oh well, I can do something right.
I mean, for me, it was just literally just me trying to do something new for my missus, and I didn't think how much. Honestly, we went Easter weekend. I think it was Easter weekend, 2019.
Yeah.
And I would never have thought how much of this impacted me. The fact that I was more excited than her to go to a theme park than, because I wanted to do something different for her, and like I expressed on my last episode. But it's impacted on me more than it's impacted on her.
Yeah.
But I think she gets why I like it.
Yeah, I think my partner's the same with that. He obviously isn't into, as I said to you, like the elements of it and stuff like that, but I think he can see how happy it makes me. And when he sees how happy it makes me, obviously that then makes him happy and makes him want to go to towers. And I think
it makes my missus roll her eyes every time we talk about it.
But I think it's like, I mean, even now, like I've planned my outfit hopefully for April already. I've bought all the stuff already, and it's like, because I'm like organising that, then obviously my partner can see how happy it makes me.
Okay.
So I think
okay, now let's go on to another topic now.
Oh god, okay, go on.
Theme park cosplay.
See, I really do like the Smiler cosplay. My issue with it is I'm too scared to wear it out, because I've got a feeling that I'll just have people saying, well, you're copying this person, you're copying that. And if I'm being completely honest, like when it comes to that, I feel like people are copying people when they take the artwork design. So say someone's drawn like a Smiler anime or whatever, someone that's like a Ministry of Joy advocate or whatever, and then they actually create an outfit and then put it on there, and then someone then goes and takes the outfit design and creates it themselves and then actually wears it in public. I think that's copying. But I think the actual like Smiler ride-up costumes, I don't think that's copying. And I think like if there's anyone copying Summit, we're all copying it then from Alton Towers. Do you know what I mean? But I would love to go there, and I'm going to try and challenge it. But I would love to go there and just dress up as some, like, obviously like a smiling advocate, basically. But I'm just so scared of what people are going to say, like what people are going to be like.
You shouldn't be scared, and I think Carla agreed with me. You should not be scared, should you? Should she, Carl?
No, not at all.
No.
Like I have my, you know, the yellow glasses that obviously like the industrial glasses that the smiling ride-ups or whatever wear, and they have it on top of the hats and they have the gloves. I've got all that, but I've just not worn them. I wear them at home and dress up at home, but I've not worn them out.
That's a big kinky role play they play together.
Like I said to you on Twitter, I spend hours doing makeup looks and stuff like that, and sometimes like I'll wear them. Like I've even got these like contact lenses that are like swirly, and I'll spend ages doing all makeup and stuff like that just to take pictures.
I did put a tweet out with you, and I did give you a bit of banter saying, "Oh, you're doing Nemesis Inferno."
I will. I'm gonna do it for you when I have more time.
And then I thought to myself, I should have done that. I should have said stealth.
Yeah.
Stealth would have been brilliant, black, red, and white.
Yeah. When I get my stealth top, I'll definitely do that. I'll still try and do an Inferno one, to be honest.
That's all right. But I'm annoyed with people saying it's still people's ideas.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, there's like I'll say I can get inspiration from accounts on Instagram. So like there's one account on Instagram that I follow, and her name's called Emma Smiler Alton. Right. And she dresses up, and she's really good in that. She's also like campaigns for mental health as well. So she's a really positive, like person on Instagram who's also like an advocate and also like, you know, into Alton Towers and stuff like that. And just, obviously you get inspiration and see her wearing them. But then when you look back on the original kind of advertisement for the Smiler, you realise then that it's just come from that as well.
Well, my thing is that is people say, "Oh, steal this or steal that idea," and I agree. Some people do actually steal ideas.
Yeah, I agree. Some people do,
and if they do,
give credit.
And they claim it for themselves. Then that should not be going on.
No, like I've seen people do like you say, like advocate art, and they draw it, and then someone takes that costume and actually creates it themselves, and then goes out and wears it and take pictures and acts like they've not even got inspiration.
Yeah, and I don't like that. But like, if you say like, well, let's be honest. Let's put this in the. You do your Galactica makeup and your shirt and all that.
Yeah.
Next time in Alton Towers, Carl's got the Galactica shirt on, got his makeup on just like yours.
Yeah.
And he claims it for himself. That ain't on. That ain't Quidditch.
No.
You know? Carl, don't worry. I'm not asking you to do it, all right?
I think it's... I think like as well, like theme parks inspire so many people in different ways, whether that's art, whether that's makeup, whether that's cosplaying. And I think like it's annoying when someone does take like if they do think, oh, she's got bright blue makeup, I'm going to whack that on and do exactly the same, and then don't even say anything. I think that's quite annoying. But
yeah,
it's like with anything, like even drawings and stuff like that, you can always, even if it is the same colours, you can always use your imagination to change it into a look, basically.
With this community, you've got to help everyone out.
I think you have, definitely.
And it seems a bit silly, and it seems... Even if you got like, oh, okay, I've just got this idea, you know, and look, I've done this, and so I've got inspiration from said someone.
Yeah.
You know, not mentioning names. I'm not going to mention names because I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not one for putting my eyeshadow on me or anything like that.
It's like with me, I created like a headband with 13 out of the 13 medal. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter we little green teddy.
Yeah. and like I created that, and like there's probably so many people out there that do things, but I've never seen it.
Merlin encourages it.
Yeah.
Merlin encourages you to be, what lack of better terms, your inner self.
Yeah.
And what you fancy and what everything's okay with you. I mean, I come from a background of being a war gamer.
Yeah.
How much of a stipulation I get that when people say to me, "You play with toys," and I got a literally glass cabinet right here of literally maybe. I actually don't want to say my missus will kill me.
Yeah.
And I also got like back over there. I got old action wrestling figures from old school wrestling figures.
Yeah.
Funko Pops.
Yeah.
I've got loads back here. I got all the Power Rangers, everything, right?
Yeah.
And my missus doesn't understand it. To me, that's just how I roll. And it is my new extension onto the theme parks.
Yeah.
And I think theme parks are slowly taking over.
Yeah.
Not the war game inside, but the Funkos and all that. I only got one new pop in the last year, and that was
Yeah.
this Monday because they brought the black lights in Asda.
Yeah.
So, but going past all that, but it's saying you be you. Just don't worry about anyone else.
I think I would love to go out in public and dress up as obviously a smiling advocate. But because I have the gillet, and like you say, I've got the industrial yellow goggles, and I've got the hat, and I've got the backpack, and I've got the stripy things, but I'm just so nervous of what, especially, like, to be honest, before I joined Twitter, I was okay about the concept of going out in it, and I was thinking, oh, this will be fun. But then coming on Twitter and seeing the little bits of arguments going on from some accounts that obviously I'm not going to mention, but just seeing little bits of arguments, it's then kind of made me think, oh shit, I don't want to be involved in an argument, because I'm just generally not that type of person. Like, I just wish the best for everyone, and my mindset with it is I want everyone to kind of support and uplift one another, and if someone does something, you know, lift them up and be like, wow, Queen, you look fab, or do you know what I mean?
I'll be honest, and I think you agree, Carl, arguments need to stop, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, these petty shit arguments.
Yeah, I agree. I just, like, I'm generally, like I said to you, a positive person.
Yeah.
And I have time for practically everyone, and I'll be nice to everyone unless someone proves to be a shit house to me, and then I'll be a shit house back. Like I always say, my loyalties belong to those that are loyal to me, but then I'll also try and uplift people, even if I'm not really close to them. So I could never be petty or horrible to someone. And when someone says, oh, this person's been like this to me, if it hasn't rattled me or doesn't involve me, I'm like, oh, whatever, most of the time. Unless they've done something to someone that's really, really upset them, and then I'll think, well, that's a bit of shithouse behaviour. But most of the time, like, I just want us all to get along.
You won't get everyone getting along because people just don't. People are not like that.
No.
And that I would like that in a decent world, in a perfect world, and I appreciate people not happy with some things.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like.
But at the end of the day, we're here at Murder Mavericks, our podcast. We're happy to have people on. Say, like, if you don't want to listen to that episode, you don't have to listen to it.
No.
If the person you don't enjoy, that's fine.
That's what I'm like when, like, you watch, like, or like when I have my other kind of YouTube channel and I see, like, people put the thumbs down, and I get really disheartened by it, because I'm like, I mean, obviously people are always going to put thumbs down to it. That's just people in general. But, like, I'm always like, oh no, well, it must be me. Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing that? And you can really, really fucking beat yourself down for days about it and get really down.
I don't think I only got, like, massive 3 thumbs up. That's all I've ever got. I just get people watching it. Yeah. And this week has been amazing because this is overgrown an episode, and it shows that our popularity is rising. And I appreciate everyone's what's the word? What's the word?
Like time.
Yeah, I appreciate people taking out their time.
Yeah.
And enjoying it. If we get to if we get to 100 subscribers, I'll then put this all out as a proper podcast.
Yeah.
I can do so easily with my friend. He's very good. He's just got given a big sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
So he's been helping me out a lot with this.
Yeah, that's good.
He's saying to me, keep going. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not So I've been here for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Of being into this. Was the first time I interviewed you, Carl, was my first episode. So that was been like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
So 4 or 5 weeks in, and we're already at 20 subscribers.
It's good.
And I think that's a great stepping stone for us. And
if I had some party poppers, I would pop them.
I don't get that. Like I told my cousin last night. No, my sister.
Yeah.
Last night, and then she said, "You should be bragging." I was like, "I'm not bragging because I got a long way to go." And I have got in my head, it's like mentally I want to be this, and I have a thing that I want to beat, and I want to beat someone in particular.
and I got a long way to go to beat that person. So
just have belief. Just never give up on it, ever.
oh, it's my
Still get to where you
competitive
wanna be.
attitude. One of my rugby years, competitive attitude just beats it down. So
Yeah,
I'll beat you down into the ground till I win.
yeah. I always say, like, you can create whatever life you want. I know it sounds so cliche, but you generally can.
Well, I got an idea for my next. I'm actually going to do my first outside, not a podcast vlog.
So like a vlog then, yeah.
Yeah, vlog. Yeah, I'm going to go through, and this is my idea. I'm going to get a VR headset,
Yeah,
and I'm going to go alphabetically for A to B. So A, you got one coast to begin with A,
yeah.
and so on. I'm going to go on each POV of each one,
That's good thinking.
so that people watch it. I have a VR headset on.
Yeah,
They'll see what I'm seeing, and they'll see my expressions on it.
yeah.
So it'll be A through to Z. It'll be like after a while, I'll be like,
Just remember to turn it off if you go for the poo.
pardon?
Just remember to turn it off if you go for the poo.
No. Oh my god! But hopefully A through to C. If I
Nobody
do
wants to
stuff,
watch
it's only a minute and 30 seconds. So I'm alright.
Well, as we're on the subject of VR, what did you guys ever ride Galactica with VR?
Shite.
No.
Did you not?
It was shite.
I rode it with it. The goggles were so tight into my eyes. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
so tight.
It was awful.
Yeah. I think with me as well, like I suffer from motion sickness. So obviously having that on, half the time, like I generally had my eyes closed in it because I was like, this is making me feel so sick.
Yeah.
Because the glasses or the goggles or whatever you want to call them, so tight to your eyes.
You were like Darren Brown's Ghost Train then.
Why'd you have to wear VR on that?
They got VR on that. So
It's like Hex.
Oh, I don't know if you were there for it, but they've got VR on it. So what happens is like nearly out. My bee sting is out.
It's like Hex. I can't go on Hex. I can't go on Hex because I come off that nearly vomiting.
Yeah, but this they do a really weird way of doing it. You put on your headsets, and then like you'll come out, and they tell you a storyline on the headsets. They come in and come out. There's a jump scare in it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, but
I think it sounds interesting though.
it's very if you like that kind of thing. It's like a year-round scare ride.
Yeah.
So
is it a dark ride then?
Yeah.
Is it? It's like incomplete, like indoors.
Completely.
You don't have to walk out or nothing.
They only open it up from midday onwards.
Ah, right.
It's really weird, but then once they come in at midday, you rush to it. So it's like an hour-long queue from the start.
Yeah.
So I reckon it's because the actors are trying to save time, money, and the actors and stuff. It wasn't open last year.
Was it not?
No, because of COVID.
Because of COVID, yeah.
And the same with Walking Dead, the ride.
Yeah. It's like Hex. I don't think Hex was open, was it? For a little bit.
Towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the theming around Hex and the story of it, but just coming off that ride, my head is just spinning.
Best thing is my missus actually wants to go to the Chained Oak Tree.
I want to go and visit that, to be fair.
So I said to my missus, we'll get up really early one of those days.
Yeah.
And we'll walk down to it. It's only like a 5-minute walk or something.
Yeah.
And I'll take it down there and I'll try and get through like sunrise or something.
Yeah.
And she's never seen it. And like she was like, oh, I really want to go and see if that's actually true.
Yeah.
It literally is. It
is true, isn't it? It's based on a proper true, like chained tree almost.
Yeah. So that's where she wants to go. So I said, oh, we'll go out there and do that. You know.
I said that to my partner. I said, when we go and stay in the Smiler Room for my birthday, hopefully this year, I said we should go and take a walk to try and find it and get a picture on it. Being a nerd that I am, or as they say on Theme Park Fan the Musical, a goon.
Goon? You can't call them goons. This just reminds me of the Goon.
The Goon.
From it's an actual American hockey term.
Is it?
Ice hockey term, yeah. A goon is
God, I
someone
didn't
just
even
there
know
to
that.
fight. And that is actually true. That is legitimately true.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
In the film.
They made a second one. It was alright.
I've never watched it.
Oh, you gotta watch the Goon. Dude,
The way you said that, you've got to watch The Goon.
I scored with my butt. He literally is there just to fight, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant to watch. But yeah, so I had a question, but I lost my track of mind after going into that.
We always lose our track of mind. So
I know. I said we weren't going to go as off the rails as this week, but
yeah.
Probably are going to have to wrap up at some point, though.
I know, it's like 20 past 9 now.
How's your battery life?
It's good, but I've had nothing to eat since this morning, so...
Well, you can always come off if you want, mate. You can always go off. It's not a big deal.
It's like the other day, I had to say to Deck, oh, I'm going to have to come off because I need me chippy. I had to anything. I was like, well, this has been really, really fun, but I'm starving now.
The thing is, though, the funniest thing is that I can chat to you guys for ages, and it's not even a thing.
No, it is nice, though.
I think, to be honest, it's just a break for us now, for it being what it is. It is just talking outside your world.
Yeah.
So...
It's nice to just chat all things theme parks, because then you get memories in your head of coasters and riding them and being there, and it's nice.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just go on to one final question before we all wrap up then.
Go on.
Because people need their dinners. And I wholeheartedly agree, you need your dinner.
And Boo's looking at me like, I just want some attention, please.
And my booze is looking at me like, you need to drink more. And I've ran out of my beasting now.
Oh, no.
Up for auction.
Selling it for £5,000.
Yeah.
Like an old Thorpe mark,
Like,
even
share,
though it's not even an old Thorpe map, but they claim it as vintage.
Like, share, subscribe for the very first thing that's getting sold off. Maryland Mavericks. Favorite YouTuber?
What, in the theme park community?
Yeah, of course.
For me, it either has to be Park Spill or Screwy Loops.
And why is that?
I think, like, to be honest, Screwy Loops, he's just hilarious. And he's generally, like, a nice person. And I think Park Spill, you have, obviously, Sean and Joe. And I think they're really nice people as well. And I think, like, I really, really enjoy Sean's cinematics. So when he goes to parks, I really enjoy that. I also love Cupcakes and Coasters, obviously, the Clamshell Awards.
You know what? I spoke to Parks Bill. He said, yes, in March, we can have him on.
Yeah.
Or after March. I can't remember
Yeah.
precisely. But Cupcakes and Coasters, if I ever get a chance to talk to her, I would love to have a big chat with her.
Yeah, Jordan. She's...
Yeah, I ain't talked to her or anything. So anyone, if Cupcakes and Coasters is watching this,
yeah,
please make sure, give me a DM, man. Give me a follow.
Yeah.
Give me a DM, love. You know, oh, sorry, can't say that. That's a bit sexist. That's a proper Somerset coming out of me here.
no,
but,
she is really, really good. Like,
yeah, please give us a message.
And I think like when the clamshells were going on, and like obviously the nominees came out, and then they all did like the little diss tracks. They was giving me life.
Oh, I tell you what, I got a feeling. I'm trying to think of a good diss track for this year. I'm literally thinking in my head, what can I do?
Oh, honestly, they were hilarious.
Carl, what do you say? What's your best YouTube vlogger other than Carryland TV?
He's good as well.
So, for me, Screwy Loops, because Chris comes with ideas from anywhere, do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to be at a park to make a park video, and everything he does is engaging, it's fun. He's just top of the game when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I've got to put a shout out there for my man and fellow Scouser, Airtime John. the man himself has come back this week, released his first vlog since God knows how long, and he said he's going to be an active part in the YouTube and vlogging world again. So major props to John for coming back. And also, if you ever had me and John in the same room, we look like the Mitchell brothers.
Well, you look at the Mitchell brothers, act like the Chuckle brothers, more like.
Who brothers that hair?
Look like the Mitchell brothers, act like the Chuckle brothers.
What about yours, Deck?
I'm actually going to be 3 for 3 here. And I'm going to say screw loops. Screw loops to me.
I think you'll be happy with that.
I'm if all 3 of us literally bombard him at screw loops. Look with this point. Screw loops for me really got me into like saying any man could do this. He had ideas coming out of his arse. He would literally enjoy doing what he did. He loves doing what he does, and you can tell the passion in the theme parks enough so that he can drag his missus to, I think Italy was it, or somewhere, and her face is like, "I'm enjoying it." She's saying she's enjoying it, but her face sometimes said like differently. But I know that she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The fact that he has such an accepting personality, and with this week with him being more than what he, which has been a bit less than what he says he is. Big shout out to you, mate. You literally do work your ass off. We really appreciate when your videos come out, whether it be once a month, once a week, once in a blue moon. Whenever we have you come on and do it, we always watch, mate. You bring me personally. You've made me do this. I've said this to you via pod and via talking on Twitter, via a comment, or via DMs, and I appreciate you, mate. And I really want to have you on.
This is quite emotional, isn't it?
I get quite emotional with him because, like, he does a lot for me. He's helped me be me.
Yeah.
You know, not even my missus, but he himself, just like saying, "Fuck you! I'll do what the fuck I want to do, and I'll enjoy it."
Oh my god! Why am I getting emotional?
The second one is Jack Silkstone.
Yeah, Jack's good.
So, my thing with Jack Silkstone is a bit of a lad. So he's like me, a bit of a lad.
Yeah.
I'm an older lad. Let's be honest, I'm a bit older than him.
Yeah.
But he enjoys what he does, and he's made what fun. One of his first vlogs, it was a card trick.
Yeah.
And to go for what he did, I appreciate what he's done, and I respect the hell out of him for what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And because he plays Yu-Gi-Oh. So, if you want to duel me, hit me up and I'll give you a game.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can say I can literally spit off a lot of them.
I could. Like another one's like Digital Dan. I think he's quite funny content.
You know what? I find him funny, but you know what I find funny? When he gets interrupted by Ellie.
Yeah.
I think that's even more funny.
Yeah.
And
I could go on and on and on. It's like Coaster Journeys, another one.
Yeah.
I just think
the Drunk Riders.
I've never watched them.
They're funny.
I'll give them a watch, definitely.
They have said to me they'll challenge me to a drinking competition. So Carl, be up your game for that one, mate. We gotta get in training for that one.
I can outtake anybody.
We gotta take some Yanks down.
All day long, we'll do it for England.
I have to put England tops on for that, mate.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So wave your flag. You wave your flag.
Oh.
You can write a list off of how many.
You can.
But sadly, it's time for us to end this podcast.
I feel like this has been like a 2-week holiday. I'm like, I don't want to go home.
We'd love to have you back on.
Thank you so much. I just want to say to you, like, thank you so much for including like just normal enthusiasts, not even ones with following or nothing like that. And I just want to really thank you two for just generally being the nicest people in the entire world and just being so nice and just talkative and making me feel at ease. And so thank you so much.
It's okay. Let's be honest. You're
I can see your cheek going red.
Who? Who?
I'm only joking.
My cheeks are always red after a cider.
Even Boo says, thank you so much for involving me too.
It's like to everyone who ever comes on this podcast, I always say you're always going to be a maverick now.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're called a Merlin Maverick means that to me is like you help yourself out.
Yeah.
You're not a vlogger. You're not this. You're not that. You're just a maverick. You do what you want to do.
But if anyone's watching this and they're considering or wanting to come on, definitely do, because even if you're like an anxious person, like I'm probably one of the most anxious people in the world, but you two generally hand on heart have made me feel so at ease right from the get-go. And I generally feel like I've spoken to like two of my brothers in my family. So thank you so much.
Obviously, I got the looks.
Oh, just thank you.
It's all right. Don't worry. No, we're saying.
Sure, I can't have another rerun on the Runaway Mine Tree.
No, it's not another rerun.
It's time to scoot my boot now.
It actually is now. You have had your versions. You've done your airtime. You've gone through the station. Please, if you're straight, and exit to the left, please. Thank you so much, and goodbye.